Well, hi, Aminder.
Hello. Oh, there goes
Shut
the
up! Loop track on, and it's not. You forget to turn it off. Oh shit! Why not? Welcome to the fucking shit show.
We're keeping it in.
We're keeping it in. I don't give a fuck.
We're doing it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer. I'm just kidding. I haven't watched that movie in forever. Now I really want to watch Step Brothers. Anyway, I digress. Hi. Welcome to the Neurodivergent Convergence podcast. I am one of your hosts, Nikki, and this is Aminder. Say hi, Aminder.
Hi, Minder.
Hi. We are two neurodivergent best friends navigating the neuroverse together because we are living in a neurotypical world and we are not neurotypical girls. Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Nikki.
We are talking about me today because I guess I'm good at that. I've had a little bit of a holy shit moment happen in my life, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it today because, believe it or not, it falls under the banner of neurodivergent shit. And that's what we do here. We come at you every Thursday with our neurodivergent shit and our take on it. And yeah, this is just our opinions. We're not experts on shit. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. And yeah, don't take anything we say seriously, okay? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that got out of the way. Because this is going to be, excuse me, an emotionally heavy episode for me. There's going to be a lot of a joke displacement and a lot of like, nah, this isn't really happening. A lot of dissociation, a lot of like, fuck that. Just jokes at the expense of me. A lot of denial, a lot of, yeah, sure, okay. A lot of very uncomfortable dark humor, I'm sure. But yeah, so let's just preparing everyone for it now. See my little alfalfa hair sticking straight the fuck up here. See him?
Yep.
Yeah, he's having a good time. So let's just roll right into this. Actually no, let's catch up for a minute. You did a thing today. What thing did you do today? Tell me about it.
I did a 5K. Which isn't really like, or 3.1 miles. Which is not really a lot, but I mean, I did about 8 to 9 minutes faster than I did last year. So
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's a big improvement.
for sure.
I know it's really nice outside. It was 75 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Sorry, I'm American. But it was nice. And
Sorry
actually, at
about
least
my American.
yeah, I at least said 5K, so you're welcome. But yeah, so it was really nice. It was it benefits. I'm actually wearing like the shirt I got from it, but like benefits a like a local not charity but memorial thing about like basically benefits safe driving. Like they even had a car that like some teen died in, like when they were texting
Ooh.
and driving, and like all banged up and everything, because it rolled several times, and so it benefits the just more like I said the memorial fund of like safety and driving, that sort of thing. But my work was one of the sponsors, so I do it every year. So yeah, that's what I did, and then I apparently am so out of shape that tired me. I took a shower, and I'm like, I am exhausted. Even though I like I said, I do like 2.8 miles 3 to 4 times a week, like on my lunch, but I don't know, I guess because I was trying to not race, but because I just did a walk, I didn't run it. I'm not that ambitious. So that's what I did. That's all I did really was that, and I took a shower, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready for bed now. I'm ready for bed.
Man, we might need the yawn counter for you today.
I know. I was like yawning really bad on the way home, and I'm like, no, 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 don't do this. I can't take away Nikki's time to shine for the yawn counter.
It's okay. It's all right. Okay. Anything else you'd like to share that has gone down since we last spoke? It's actually been a minute in real life.
Yeah.
Other than the thing we just recorded for last week's episode,
Mhm.
but it's actually been quite a minute since we've done this. So, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Or has it not?
No, we did last Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember.
That's right. That's right. But still, I mean, still.
Well, still doing the auditing thing at work. that's it. Like they should have. I thought they were only gonna be here like the last 2 days of February, but no, they were gonna be here as long as it was gonna take them. And I think so. I think they're still here sometime next week. I mean, I haven't been told anything about like, hey, they need this, or hey, we're failing this. We need this information. So I guess my portion of it is going well, but
Good deal.
they haven't had to talk to me yet. Like, knock on wood. But and my boss was like, okay, now she's like, it's like talking to a lawyer or to the cops. You just answer what is asked. You don't offer any information. So if they ask you for something, you don't give it to them and then give them additional information. It's like, yes, yes.
Right. Only answer the question you are being asked, nothing more.
Yeah, she said, she's like, it's like being in court. And then when she described it, I said, oh, it's like talking to a cop. She goes, yes.
Yeah.
Never say anything more than you would like whatever, like beyond what a cop asks. I'm like, okay,
Right.
will do. Aye, aye, Captain. But
Yeah.
so that's
Only
got it.
answer when only speak when spoken to.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to give you a chance to say things because it's gonna be a me heavy episode. So I just wanted to give you a chance to talk and say things if you wanted to say things.
hmm But thank you. Which is,
Okay.
I'm fine with it because, like I said, I'm tired, so I'm
Yeah,
fine with
she's
it.
tired. She's ready for once. She's ready for me to talk.
hmm
Okay. Well, we have our first installment in our brand new Mad Lib.
Yeah.
Hey,
hmm
you guys did not catch this last week. Look at here, folks. We have a brand new Mad Lib. It's called My Bleeping Family. It's an adult one for once.
hmm
So we're excited about this. And she's tired, but she had to pick the words today. So Amanda, are you ready to jump on in to our very first installment of My Bleeping Family?
Yes.
Okay. I need a part of the body, please.
Starting off strong. Ball sack.
Jaeger. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Silly word.
Conflabbit. Like an
Conflabbit.
old person way of saying shit.
Adjective.
Musty.
Ew. Ew. Okay. Noun.
Bunsen burner.
Okay.
Hi, Ella. Bye, Ella.
Oh, we have a puppy. Oh, puppers. Okay, another adjective.
It's a longer one. Finger looking good.
Okay. Finger licking good. Okay. Noun.
Wasp nest. It's really hard to say. Wasp nest.
Okay. Adjective.
Stale.
Okay. Plural noun.
Haunted houses.
Okay. Another adjective.
Itchy.
Ew. Another noun.
Busboy.
Busboy. Verb.
Scooch. Like scooch on over.
Sure. Noun.
Mhm. A longer one. Junk in the trunk.
Junk in the trunk. Noun.
Alcoholic.
That one's gonna work out well. Yeah, girl. Okay. Another noun.
Local Walmart. Not just Walmart, your local Walmart.
Okay. Sure. Verb ending in ing.
I had to. Fucking.
God. Okay. Another noun.
But.
Okay. A verb. Past tense. Post haste.
Damned.
Damn. Okay. Another verb ending in ing. Oh, doing. Okay.
Spiraling.
Spiraling. What this Mad Lib is doing. Another noun.
This is a long one. Code Red Mountain Dew. It literally popped in my head earlier. I never even had that before, but Code Red Mountain Dew.
You've never drank a Code Red before?
No, I just don't really care for Mountain Dew.
I don't either. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready for this? This one is called. This one is called Type A Mom.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting. Okay, here we go.
And all the words I'm
Didn't even
thinking of
read
that
the
I thought of.
first.
Jeez.
First one, I didn't even look at it when I wrote it down. I was just writing it down. I can't read it. Okay. Whew, pull yourself together, man. Okay. Have you been scratching your ball sack, wondering if your mom has a type A personality?
I really hope you're not scratching your ball sack thinking of your mom.
If you answer conflab it yes to one or more of the questions below, your musty mom is most definitely a raging control Bunsen burner. Oh, shit. Okay. This is gonna get so bad. In finger licking good school, if you didn't bring home a report wasp's nest full of stale, as did she
So
lecture.
A's.
Oh,
Still.
A's. Shit. I was like, what is sorry. Let's try that again. Rewind. In finger licking good school, if you didn't bring home a report wasp's nest full of stale A's, did she lecture you on the importance of getting good haunted houses so you will one day become accepted into her dream itchy league school or itchy league college, Busboyton University? That's really hard to say.
Busboyton.
Busboyton University.
Mm-hmm.
Does she micro scooch your time down to the last Milla junk into trunk? Micro scooch your time.
She just moves it over ever so slightly all the time.
This is where it gets real bad. This is where it gets real bad. Okay. Oh shit. We're not gonna get through this. Oh, okay. When you were a little alcoholic, did she make you a minute to local Walmart schedule for the weekend?
I mean, there are a lot of little alcoholics at Walmart, so.
If you make the mistake of telling your mom the last name of the person you're fucking, will she hire a private butt and get a full background check?
Is it a private dick? A private butt? That makes sense.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Ooh. If her flight gets damned for a few hours, does she get so spiraling mad that Air Code Red Mountain Dew security is called in to calm her down? Oh shit.
Oh, I'm crying.
That's it.
That's
it.
it.
They just stop abruptly. That's weird. They just stop abruptly. That's it. We're done.
Oh boy.
That hurts. My head hurts now. Just when you were a little alcoholic.
You're a musty mom.
You're a musty mom. Fucking hell. Well, that was interesting. Uh-oh. I did do it. Me first. Yawn counter. Number 1. Hit it. There she is. Closing it so that I'm not looking at yawns. There we go. Yay. Okay. All right. Well, that was the fun.
Well, hail.
Here comes the creamy goodness of the Oreo, which is going to be annoying and emotional and things, feels today. So, all right. In itself, right? This whole thing is like not the worst thing in the world. Like to be diagnosed with this, it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. However, in my context, you'll see why it's sort of like, fuck, right? So let's just get into it. I have been in and out of a doctor's office with strange shit happening to my health since my child was born. Well, since before my child was born, but for sure since my child was born in 2015. It is now 2024. He will be 9 in August. Um, so right? Did I just math right? Yeah.
He'll be 9 in August.
He'll be 9 in August. Jesus Christ. My brain hurts. Um, and so I've been dealing with this for almost, if you include the pregnancy part, 9 years. Okay, we'll just say 9 years. Nice even number. No one can figure out what the fuck's wrong with me. I've gotten all these sort of random things. I've had uncontrolled high blood pressure, but also low blood pressure sometimes. Then, both my kids trying to kill me. Couldn't quite carry a kid to term without massive complications for myself. Um, since having him, it's been, the blood pressure issues up and down, mostly high though. And then itchy skin, certain things, not being able to use certain medications, not being able to use certain detergents, certain foods freaking me out, like, and then stuff I've never, ever, ever been allergic to before, ever, is now causing me to break out in hives everywhere every time I eat it or drink it. Certain chemicals I can't touch, certain shampoos and conditioners I can't use, certain face products I can't use. You can see right now, like, my neck is itchy for no goddamn reason, so I've been scratching at it. If you're watching, you'll see the red lines on my neck. And speaking of, like, I can draw on my skin, and then that'll be red, and you'll be able to read what that scribble here for too long. Like, it'll turn red, and it'll stay like that. So I've been to allergists, I've been to cardiologists, I've been to primary care after primary care, I've been to gynecologist, I've been to everyone, right? And over the last few years, things have been the worst. I had a year ago, just over a year ago, I had it's still called a total hysterectomy, even though it's technically only a partial. I still have my ovaries, but they took my cervix and my uterus out because I had a uterine prolapse, and cervical displacement. So, like, my cervix was, you're supposed to have at least this much room, about an index finger's worth of room in there, right? Between vagina and cervix. Okay. I had this much room, which is about the tip of your index finger. So if you think about the first knuckle on your index finger to the end of it is about how much room I had. Okay. Not supposed to happen that way. And so I elected to have a hysterectomy. I was done having kids, couldn't carry them anymore anyway. I'd already had a tubal. I'm like, just take the fucker out, right? So that gets taken out. 6 weeks of recovery. I was actually still in recovery around this time. This would have been about a month out from the surgery because I had it on February 1st. So, sorry. So I got that done. Then, some problems still persist, right? With the itching and the things like that, but at least I don't have the aching, the excruciating periods anymore, and the constant histamine jumps from, cycling weird and all that good shit. So I then just sort of like, we figured out that it was like I had something called mast cell activation disorder. That's what my allergist diagnosed me with, which basically means your histamine's out of whack, and it attacks your mast cells, freak out with normal shit. So, like, you eat food that you've eaten a million times and it's never bothered you before. Now all of a sudden your body thinks it's trying to kill you and it attacks it. So it's an autoimmune thing. Okay. Well, this last probably 4-ish months, I would say, if I'm being very honest, last 4 months, I've been incredibly chronically fatigued, which I thought was just burnout, right? Like, I'm just burnt out. There was a lot going on with the store and moving and working all the time and, like, all that shit. So I'm like, I'm
So
just
even
burnt
like
out.
in when we went to Chicago, you're feeling that way?
Yeah. Yeah, even when I went to Chicago. Um, so there was just a lot of fatigue, right? Just tired all the time. Sleep wasn't really doing anything. Like, I'd sleep, but I would wake up and feel like I hadn't slept at all, even if I slept like a rock all fucking night. Like, I could wake up in the same spot, which I almost never do. But there have been several nights where I will go to bed, wake up in the same fucking spot like at a decent hour. I'm a grandma. We've discussed this. I'm like ready for bed. My body is done by like 10:30. Okay. It's like fucking go to sleep. It turns the lights off for me. I don't have a choice. So I am done by 10:30. Even if I slept all the way through my alarm till 5 o'clock, didn't move at all, I will wake up and feel like I hadn't slept at all. Then the persistent body pain started getting worse. And I've always dealt with like some joint pain and some stiffness and some leg swelling and things like that, which was always just chalked up to my bad blood pressure, right? The leg swelling and all that shit was just, oh, your blood pressure's high or you're eating too much salt or whatever, right? But it's been persistently worse. Mind you, I am on all the medication I possibly can fucking be on. I'm on 2 different blood pressure meds. I'm on allergy medication, 2 different kinds of allergy meds. I'm on I'm sorry, 3 different allergy medications. I'm on the blood pressure, I'm on antidepressants, I'm on the Vyvanse shit. Like I'm on everything I could possibly fucking take for everything that is wrong with me. I have an enzyme I can take when I eat for excess histamine. It helps mop up the histamine in my body that my body can't mop up on its own. I have all this shit and nothing's getting better, right? No amount of sleep. My days off don't really seem like they're helping me. I can't really get out of bed. Like the last, say, month has probably been the worst. So, like, we're fast forwarding now. Fatigue hasn't left. Persistent body pain has started. Joint pain has now increased quite a bit. A couple of days ago, I was trying to get ready and I couldn't open my mascara. Like I had no strength, couldn't. Took everything I had to just open the fucking mascara wand. Then once I had it open, me just trying to hold it up to my eye and put it on, like my arm was getting tired. And that had kind of been life for like the past month where it's like I'd wake up and every muscle hurt like I had worked out like a crazy person the day before. Like I had worked out so hard. And I've done nothing different as far as like what we've been doing normally at work, right? Like I'm not working any extra crazy hours. I'm working a normal amount of time. So like nothing's really changed. I'm actually lifting less now than I ever did before because we have someone that sort of does all the stock. So like I don't really have a lot of lifting to do anymore. Just normal shit. So why is it progressively getting worse? Why am I progressively in more and more fucking pain when nothing's changing, right?
I wonder if like the extra hours you worked at the store to get ready for the opening, like because you're working double time basically.
Yeah.
I wonder if that like exacerbated it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It's pretty clear, right? Hindsight's 2020. Like I can look back now and see how I got here, right? But like I'm like, why is this so bad? Well, because I'm 33, I'm like, I have to just be like, maybe I just need a break. I just need a vacation. I'd even said it on the show. Like, I think I just need a few days off to do nothing. I'm just really burnt out. And I'm gaslighting myself thinking my body can't really be in this much pain. I'm something must be like, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting a little flu or trying to get over something or whatever, right? Uh-oh, you're not getting out of here. You're not getting out of this. I saw that yawn.
I mean,
We
I've
need an
yawned like
Amanda yawn counter now.
I've yawned like 4 times since we started, so
Okay, well, 2,
I'm just
3, 4.
I'm just more I'm just more quiet about it.
Counting mine 5. That's where we're at. We're at yawn counter 5.
Mhm.
God damn it. Because I said it. Now we're at 6. Okay. Get it out of the way. All right. So, um, what was I saying?
Getting worse. A couple days ago, you were talking about
Yeah,
you
yeah,
needing
yeah,
a
yeah.
vacation.
Yeah, yeah. Gaslighting myself. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Basically gaslighting myself. I can't possibly be in this much pain. Nothing's really that bad. You're just tired, whatever, right? Like all the things. It's really not that bad, is the gist of it. Because it's going to be a really goddamn long story. So I'm trying not to over explain. I decided on Thursday night, I worked late. We were actually supposed to record that night and did not end up happening. This past Thursday, it would have been the 29th. Um, I had to work 10 to 8 that day. And by the end of that shift, I could barely move. And it was just me and my manager there. And I had really not been telling her much about this other than like, oh, it's just a bad body day or I'm just kind of tired or whatever if she asks what's going on. Because again, gaslighting myself. So I don't want like really to talk about this with anybody else. Finally, I sort of broke down to her and I was like, look, I'm really scared. Like I don't know what's going on. I can't get out of bed in the morning without help. I could barely open my fucking mascara this morning. And holding it to my eye made my arms feel like they weighed 3,000 pounds. Like, I am just so fucking tired. Sleeping does nothing. Doesn't matter how much I sleep or how little I sleep, I feel the same. Um, Everything I do feels like I've ran a marathon. Just walking from the front counter to the back, I'm out of breath. Like, I have nothing left, and I'm starting to get really nervous because I don't know what's going on with me. I was like, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. It was a follow-up from when I'd gone, oh, dizzy. I forgot the dizzy shit. Forgot the dizzy shit. So there's been dizzy spells among this as well. So the worst one was the other day when I was driving. Um, it came out of nowhere. I got really tired, started yawning, and then all of a sudden I got this like, like the wah, wah, wah feeling.
Mhm.
If you've ever been really fucking dizzy where you just feel like you're in and out,
So
like
like you
I
feel
was
like water
terrified.
rushing in your ears type
Yes,
of thing?
I was terrified. I thought I was going to crash my fucking car into somebody because I couldn't like feel like I was hitting the brakes, but it didn't seem like I was fucking stopping fast enough because of how wonky I was, right? It was like affecting my eyesight.
It's probably your blood pressure bottoming out.
It did. I think that's exactly what happened because it'll go up and then it'll fucking tank out and then it'll go up real high and then it'll fucking tank out. So so I had I'm pretty sure it bottomed out on me and I was driving and I called my boss and I was like, there's nowhere for me to pull over where I'm at. Like, there's just not a good place. It's like a multi-lane, like, residential place. There's no side of the road. It's all just like road and then sidewalk. So like I can't really pull over and it's high traffic. So like there's no place to stop. Right. So I was like, just talk to me on the phone. I'm going to get there as slow as I can. Just stay on the phone with me in case, God forbid, something happens to me. I'm like almost to work. I'm like almost there. So I get to the store, literally cannot, like, it lasted for probably 2.5 hours. This dizzy spell did, which has never happened to me before. And she was like, if you don't take your fucking ass to the doctor, like right now, like I'm gonna fire your ass and then make you go to the fucking doctor. Like, she was like, get the fuck out of here and go to the doctor. So she, like, in a friend way, right? Like, get the fuck out of here and go to the
Mhm.
doctor.
And tough love,
So
like, just do your
yeah,
shit.
yes, like,
Mhm.
go get your fucking self looked at. So I go to the doctor. This was a week and a half ago or so. Um, and I talked to her. My blood pressure was through the fucking roof for whatever reason. Told her what was going on, told her about the dizzy spells, and then I had mentioned, like, I'd been looking into Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, right? And I was like, it's just something that happened to pop up for me on a rabbit hole of other symptoms of things, right? It just sort of came up as like it might mean this, and I was like, what does that mean? Clicked on it. Here we are. And I was like, some of these things sound like me, but some of these things don't. Like, what do you think about this? I was like, these kind of things check like the boxes that I've had. God damn it. Like, stuff I've had going on now, but also some of this stuff that I've heard sort of reminds me of things that I dealt with when I was a kid. So, like, this is what I'm thinking. And she was like, well, are you hypermobile? And I was like, I think so. And she was like, well, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? I was like, yes and no. And then I was like, but I can turn my foot around 180 degrees. And she was like, I'm sorry, what? You can do what with your foot? And I said, look. So I showed her. I have both my feet pointing forward, right? I'm facing forward, so they're pointing forward. I took my left fucking leg and rotated my leg out, pointed my foot the fucking opposite direction with no pain. And she was like, that's not normal. You're not supposed to be able to do that. And I was like, I've been able to do it since I was a kid. No one told me it was wrong. And she's like, stop doing that. Fix your foot right now. That ain't supposed to point that
Fix your
direction.
face. Fix your face.
Fix your face. Point your feet the correct way and stop doing that shit. She's like, don't do that again. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. She's like, no. It's just you're hypermobile. Normal people can't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. So she was like, we're gonna put you into genetics, and starts to typing away, right? So she puts in a referral to genetics because apparently that's how you diagnose this. And there's 13 different kinds of this, okay? But apparently hypermobile is one of the more common ones to have. Motherfucker. I'm not even not looking at the banner. I'm really not. You mother of fucking pearl. Okay. All right. Okay. Brand, go away. Okay, perfect. So she puts me in for a referral to genetics. And then she's like, I want to see you back in a week. We're going to double check your blood pressure and talk about some more things. I'm like, okay. So I had that appointment. I told my boss about everything Thursday night. I was like, "I'm really scared. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm nervous about this EDS thing she wanted to look into. If this is really the issue, like I've heard a lot of people don't function well with this after a certain amount of time. Like, I'm scared. I don't want to lose my job if I can't. My body keeps getting worse. Like, I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to do all this shit. Da 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 da." Just had a little meltdown. Well, I was off Friday, the next day, and that was March 1st. Today is March 3rd for context. You won't hear this till later, but um go to the doctor, and that morning, again, I had to have help getting out of bed because I woke up and every joint in my body was in excruciating fucking pain, but mostly in my back these days. Really bad fucking back, could not move. So I had to turn the heating pad on and lay on that until I loosened up a little bit, and then I had to have Jordan come in and get me and help me get out of the bed so I didn't fall. Because I had also been getting dizzy, and I think the day before that, good girl, the day before that, it was the day before that, or a few days before that, I fell outside in the garage when Jordan wasn't home. Because I got dizzy and stepped backwards to catch myself and stepped on the dumbbells and fell down on the dumbbells and bruised up the side of my body. But it was that or take out my head on the treadmill. So I chose my body instead of my head.
Mhm.
So I'd already fallen again. So that was a fall and 2 dizzy spells. I told her about that. I told her about um having not being able to get out of bed. Told her I was kind of scared that my body seems like it's just giving up on me. Like no matter how much I sleep, it doesn't matter. My ankles are always going out. Like if I spend a whole day at work, well, by the time I get home, I can barely walk. My legs are swelling again when that was pretty well controlled for a while. I'm just so fucking tired and everything hurts all the goddamn time and there's no fucking relief. There's no relief for the pain. Nothing takes it away. Nothing makes it stop. It's just all the time. And she looked at me and by this time I'm hysterical. And she looked at me and she said, "Honey, I think it's time that we take some time off work." And I was like, "That's cute. That's cute. You're cute for thinking that. But I can't just abandon my job, right? I can't just decide I'm not coming to fucking work for 6 weeks. That doesn't work that way." She's like, "Do you have short-term disability?" I said, "Yes, but that doesn't mean I can take it." And she said, "Well, you have to. And I'm telling you you have to. And you have to for 6 weeks." And I was like, "No." I lost it. I was like, "Absolutely not." Because 6 weeks includes fucking glam camp, which is the thing that I get to do once a year as being a beauty guru at this job that I fucking looked forward to every goddamn year now because I'm like, I get to do this every year. Yay. And I went last year and it was so much fucking fun. And they no goddamn glam camp now. So that trip is gone. Um, but she basically said, like, I was getting ready to tell you all this shit anyway today, and you coming in here telling me how you feel just confirms it. She's like, "You need time off work. We need to get you into physical therapy immediately. I'm not waiting for genetics to get you an appointment and get you in. Like, we're going to start treating you now." She's like, "I've already gotten an entire list of specialists together for you. I know for a fact you're going to go to genetics and you're going to come back with a diagnosis of hypermobile EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and this is what we're going to have to deal with." She's like, "I have an entire list of specialists for you. My goal is to not send you to every single one of these. I want to wait and see what genetics has to say, but I will send you to every one of these if I feel like we have to." She's like, "I'm not coming off of your care team. I want to be a part of this for you. We're going to work through this together and we're just going to figure out what we need to do, but physical therapy is the first step." She's like, "You have no fucking strength at all. None." She's like, "I can tell by looking at you that you're literally falling apart." And I was like, "I am. Like, I literally could barely walk in here today, and walking in and out of here is going to cost me, going to need me, I'm going to need to take a fucking nap by the time I get home just for walking in and out of here." And so she basically said 6 weeks, no work, um, and then told me that if I can return to work, which was the word she used, not when, but if, I would have to have accommodations because of how much damage I've already done to my body. And but there's a big question mark as to what that would even be and how much damage have I actually done, because I need assessed by physical therapy first, which I'm calling tomorrow to set up my first appointment. Um So basically they're going to assess me, figure out what am I even fucking capable of doing, right? And how much can I rebuild? What is my body capable of recovering from at this point? And then there's the other hand of like, will my work, like if I can go back to this job, what accommodations will I need, and will my work be willing to work? Like, is it reasonable, right? Like, is it even reasonable that my job could accommodate me that much, being a fucking retail establishment where I have to like move freight and carry heavy things and be on my feet for 8+ hours a day? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like, and it's
Yeah.
one of those things where it's like you can't be on your feet all day, but you also can't sit all day either. So like I can't
Yeah.
work a retail job, but I also shouldn't work a desk job because I can't get up, or I can't sit at my desk for 8 hours a day either. Like I have to be able to get up and move around, but not too much because that's
It's a
also
fine
bad.
line. It's a fine line.
Right. Um I watched this video earlier and I just sort of fucking laughed because like I know it was well intentioned, but you know me, I like to Google. So I Googled like what do people even fucking do when they have this for a job, right? Um because I'm like preparing myself for the fucking worst. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back to this fucking job, which is also financially fucking scary. It's fucking scary, okay? Not only do I goddamn love this job, so I'm going to be losing something I fucking love, but I don't know what's going to fucking happen. Like, can I work at all? Period. Like, I don't fucking know anymore. There's a lot of fucking questions right now and it's driving me nuts. So I'm like Googling away, right? Trying to figure out what the fuck do people even do that have this? And there's so many like varying degrees and varying severities of this. Some people have it their whole lives and never have a goddamn issue. But some people have it way worse than I do. And I seem to be somewhere in the fucking middle of things. So this video was, I know this girl was well intentioned, but like she goes through all the jobs that you shouldn't do. And she was like, anything outside, period, done, nothing further, nothing outside,
Which I mean, there's
nothing.
jobs you can do outside that aren't like mowing lawns and construction.
Right.
So it's
Nothing
weird.
outside. Nope, nothing, not a thing outside.
It's not
Um
lupus. So
nothing outside, nothing strenuous. So like no nursing, no firefighters, no like nothing like that. No heroic jobs, right? Um Also no retail jobs because you have to stand too much. And then she also said no desk jobs because you have to sit too much. And then she also said uh any job, no management jobs because you're on any job you're ever on call for, so no management jobs where you have to be expected to go above and beyond or have a high stress thing attached to your name. So like no high stress jobs, no management jobs, no walking jobs, no running jobs, no sitting jobs, no standing jobs. So it's like no jobs, right? Like no jobs. Is
yeah,
that what I'm hearing from
because
you?
like that even includes mine where I can sit all day. I can get up. Like I'm not like bound to my chair, and I can
Right.
get up and walk around. But it's also like I do have a very sedentary job. So even if like no sitting jobs, that includes mine. And even
Right.
though my job is not strenuous in any other sort of capacity.
Yeah. So like finally at the end of it, she's like, "So what do you do?" I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, what do I do? For fuck's sake. Like this don't make no sense to me. You've done said everything is a no. So what do I do?" Her fucking brilliant answer to this, find a job with flexible hours. Find a job where you can work from home. Also, find a job that you get paid by completion of work, not by hours worked. Also, find a job freelancing.
This
Bitch,
sounds like she sells
bitch,
MLM. This sounds like an
bitch.
MLM thing.
Shut up, first of all. Shut the fuck up. Listen, ain't nobody got time for that shit. Okay, listen, if you can be a freelancer and make bank, you go right ahead. I ain't got much to freelance where I can just decide I ain't working no more and fucking make bank out of, you know what I mean? Like that is not realistic. So like I feel like I'm stuck in this place where it's like what is even fucking realistic for me right now? And right now I can't answer that question and it's really frustrating. I'm stuck in this very liminal space at the moment where everything is scary, nothing makes sense, I have no answers and I'm just like what fucking now? Right? So I just like I feel like when I'm in those spots, I have two fucking options. I can either wig the fuck out and stress the entire goddamn time and not be able to fucking sleep or take care of myself and make everything worse by freaking out about shit that I have no idea what the fucking outcome is going to be. Everything could go perfectly. I could get into physical therapy, be able to bounce right the fuck back, get my body good and strong, and keep going on that path and still do this fucking job with some minor accommodations and everything could be good. I don't know. I don't know right now, right? Or it could all go to shit and I could be jobless and I have no idea what to do to fix that problem, right? Don't fucking know. Or somewhere in between. I don't know. So I have two options. Do I lose my shit and freak out and stress the entire fucking time? Or do I say, fuck it, and try to make the best of a shit situation? I'm moving my fucking camera too much because I'm talking with my hands and I keep hitting my desk. Do I make the best of a shit situation and try to find anything good about this? Right? Like, try to find anything good about this. So that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to find the good things because Lord knows it is much easier to sit around and fucking future trip about how terrible things could be if all of this goes to shit, right? And I know this because I've been this person before and I've been the one that just like future trips my ass down the worst case scenario. I'm trying not to be her right now because it helps literally nothing. Like it helps literally nothing. It only makes me more stressed out, which is going to contribute further to my condition. And I don't need to do that, right? I need to focus on recovering, not making shit worse. So
at least it seems like your doctor is really like behind you. Like a lot of doctors are very dismissive.
for sure.
So at least she seems like very behind you on all this.
Jesus, punch the shit out of the desk. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, she's very, very, very fucking helpful. And she's the first doctor in almost 9 fucking years that has ever listened to me. And I wouldn't have known any of this, wouldn't have even tried to bring any of this to anybody had I not felt comfortable speaking to her about this. But I want to at some point when I start to understand this more, do like a what the fuck is this? Like, how do we go through? Like, I want to start to like break it down a little bit. But this is such a vast fucking topic, and there's so many different kinds of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. There's so many different presentations. There's so many different severities, different comorbidities that go along with this. So I don't really want to get into that today because it's just a lot and I don't have the brain cells for it right now. This
And
is just a like, this is what's going on with me kind of thing. Go ahead.
and you said it's kind of like a comorbidity of, was it ADHD or autism? Like they tend
Autism.
to, yeah.
Yeah, so it does correlate a lot with people with autism. It doesn't I don't know for a fact if it's one of those things where it's like you can only also have this if you're also autistic, or if it's just but not all autistic. Like all autistic people don't have this, but if you have this, you're autistic. Like I don't know if it's one of those things or if it's just like it tends to correlate with autism. So I don't really want to speak on that too much, but yes, they do say that this sort of comes up in conjunction with people who are autistic. So, a little bit about like what I noticed that made me think this might have been that, apart from all of the body pain and the muscle pain and things. I bruise incredibly easily. Like takes nothing to bruise me, and you know this. I've been this way my entire fucking life. You can flick me in the arm and I just bruise.
Even Scott jokes with me. Like I don't think I have it because like I said, I was looking at the symptoms, and
Yeah.
a lot of them don't fit me. But even like Scott with me jokes that he'll be like, bruise,
Yeah.
bruise,
Bruise.
like,
Yes.
just poke me, go bruise.
Yeah. Bruise. So like I bruise super easily. I'm dermatographic, which is where you can write like I can scratch my skin and then it'll puff up red, and then you'll be able to like read if I could write something on my arm. Remember I used to do that in high school? I'd write shit on my arms and then show you like it turned red. I used to do that in high school all the time. It was a cute party trick. The turning my foot 180 degrees the opposite way. Apparently, normal people can't make this with their wrist. You're not supposed to be able to make a 90-degree angle like that with your wrist, apparently. Apparently, you're not supposed to be able to do that.
I can.
Also, you're not supposed to be able to bend your pinky back 90
I can't
degrees.
do that. Yeah, I'm not bend. Oh, yeah.
You're like,
I can't
well,
I can't with my thumb. I know people that can do that all the way back to their thumb.
Yeah, I can't do that with my thumb.
Yeah.
But do you also know this has jack dick to do with flexibility? Nothing to do with flexibility, because your muscles can be super tight from trying to hold your ligaments in place, and you can still be hypermobile. It has to do with your joints, like the way that your joints move. So it doesn't have shit to do with being flexible or not.
Because I know like my hips are very for lack of a better term, inflexible. Like I'm just trying to stretch out my hips because I sit all day, so it's like my lower back and hips are constantly like needing to be stretched out.
Right. So I've noticed the bruising. I've noticed sorry, I forgot my charger and we're at like 19% on my laptop. So we'll wrap it up in a second. My what's I gonna say? Bruising, the hypermobile thing, the ankles going out all the time. Apparently, like if you can roll your ankles easily or you can like comfortably like stand on the sides of your feet without pain, I can do that. The being on like the super flexible fingers, like when you hold like if you can hold a pencil and make your fingers do like this bendy thing where like they bend out instead of like that, I guess the top of your finger is not supposed to bend that much, like right through here, like this joint, not supposed to bend back that much. There's like a lot of other things, the heart stuff that I've been dealing with, the blood pressure stuff. So like this has to do with all connective tissue in your body. Your body has a not that it's necessarily a decreased amount of collagen, just the quality of the collagen in your body is not great. So your connective tissues all over, everything that requires collagen in your body to be functional is just not working like it should be. Blood vessels are weaker, heart's weaker, organs are not always where they should be, hence uterine prolapse and my cervix not being where it was supposed to be. And my baby's fucking almost trying to kill me from the lack of like my veins could not handle all of the extra fluid from having babies. That's why my blood pressure is through the fucking roof. So like my heart valves, I have mild regurgitation in 3 out of the 4 valves of my heart, which basically means that when my valves open, they don't close down all the way. So a little bit of blood comes back out when it shouldn't. So like I have that going on. I had at birth, there's a valve in your heart supposed to close when you take your first breath in between your lungs and your heart so that, that closes off and you can start breathing oxygen instead of having that flow go all the way through. So that never closed. So my fucking limbs were purple when I came out because I was not getting any goddamn oxygen because I couldn't fucking breathe. So that was supposed to close and it never did. Poor connective tissue. Your valves are made of fucking connective tissue. So they just aren't strong enough. It's not like they're completely dysfunctional. They're just not strong enough to do the job like they're supposed to be doing. So hence why there's always joint pain, why I'm super flexible in my joints, why I have muscle pain all the time, back pain. I just watched a video where someone was going through a spine surgery, a fusion, because their spine was way too fucking flexible and literally couldn't support their body well enough. So they had to have a spinal fusion to keep them fucking upright. It just a lot of things. Also being super fucking accident prone, clumsy, like me running into everything. I thought it was just poor proprioception. Apparently, that's also an EDS thing. Having a high palate. So, like, I can stick my thumb in my mouth and, like, my palate goes all the way up here. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, you ain't supposed to have, but, like, okay. I'm going to go all the way up here.
Well, I'm curious.
Yeah. You have a decently high one, too. So, like, apparently a high palate or overcrowding in your teeth ever since you were little is also part of it. There's so many fucking things. It's not just, oh, I'm super stretchy, right? Like there's also people that can grab a hold of their skin and pull it away from their face. I can't do that. I don't have the super stretchy skin thing. Like
elasticity.
Yeah, I don't have that. I can't grab a hold of it and pull on
neck.
it and stretch it. Yeah, like I can't do that. So like there's
Jim
people who can grab the side of their skinny as hell can grab the side of their face and pull their skin, and I'm like,
well, think of Jim Carrey. Like he's
yes, exactly, yes. So people can do that. I don't have that trait, but I do have a lot of the organ system issues. I have that mast cell disorder. That's fucking part of it. I did not know this. That is fucking a part of this. I had no fucking clue. Nowhere, anywhere did I ever fucking see this in link with EDS, but it fucking is. So like, it's a whole thing. They're all fucking connected together. So I am like, we're 99.9% sure. I still have to go to genetics and get everything figured out, but this is what's been going on. So I am on 6 weeks of fucking work leave. Hopefully I can get my fucking job back. I don't know. Hopefully they'll pay me during this time, which is also something that I'm worried about. It has to be whatever they deem fucking legitimate. My doctor's going to fill out all the paperwork, but let's just hope that they deem that legitimate so that I'm not out 6 weeks of fucking pay. Praying that I can return to work accommodated, or if not, that I come up with something quickly after this. I would rather not be on disability. That would be nice. So I'd like to be able to work. I don't want to be on disability if I can avoid that. But if that has to happen, I'm putting out in the universe that that'll get covered, because let's be very real. We're two incomes for a reason, right? Like, we need both of them. And while we would be able to cover all of our bills on one income, we certainly wouldn't be doing anything else. It would just be covering our bills, and we'd have really not much left at all. So it's not like we wouldn't survive, but we would most likely not be thriving whatsoever financially. So it's just a very scary time right now. It's very fucking scary. And so I'm trying my best to stay as fucking positive as possible, because the alternative means depression and anxiety and worsening condition. And that is not the goal right now. The goal is rest and recovery and get me back to some basic fucking level of functioning, period, because I don't even have that right now. Like, just sitting here in the chair, my back already hurts. I'm sitting in a goddamn chair. Like, my back should not be hurting me sitting in a fucking chair. You know what I mean? Like, this is not normal. It's not fucking normal that you have pain like this at 33 years old, right? It's not normal. But it's crazy, like, how much I would gaslight myself out of this, because I just felt like, first of all, nobody ever fucking listened to me anyway. And second of all, like, it just didn't seem like it could be that. It couldn't be, like, I don't know what it could have been, right? Like, or they say fibromyalgia. You just have fibromyalgia. Okay, but like, why though? Like, why though?
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me why though? Because I'm 30 goddamn 3. Like, I should not have these problems. You know what I mean? So I think we hit 10 collectively this time. We hit 10. 10 yawns. Okay, good thing I made it go up to 15, yeah? We're both yawning. It's a whole chore.
Yep.
So yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's really, I'm sure I've forgotten things, but I'm just, like, emotionally overwhelmed right now. So
You've had to explain it from multiple people.
I really have. I've had to explain it a lot, and I'm still trying to understand it myself. It's very complex, and a lot of things apply and a lot of things don't apply to me. And I seem to fall somewhere at this juncture anyway, in the middle of the severity of the spectrum. Like, it's a spectrum just like everything else. And I seem to be at this current moment somewhere in the middle symptomatically, between not the least problematic, but also not the worst problematic person with this. But I am just trying my best to make the best of the situation. I'm going to be working a lot on the show because I've had next to no time to do that. And I really enjoy working on the show. So I'm going to start pouring into this a little bit more, giving this whatever energy I have, so that we can continue to grow it, because it is growing. And I love that. I love that people are listening to this. I love that people want to hear us talk. So that is a positive thing I'm going to focus on. I'm going to count my victories every day and just know that, like, this is what I had today, and I gave whatever I had my best. Like, today I woke up and had a smoothie bowl, gave me lots of fucking energy. So I will be doing that again, because that was a very positive thing. Like, after being this dead dog tired for so long, and then like doing something and noticeably having some energy, that is going to be the drive for me to keep doing that, right? Like, I could not believe how much fucking energy I had after eating that smoothie bowl. Could have been a fluke. I don't know. But I'm going to continue to test the theory on the morning smoothie bowl. So going to do that again tomorrow, see how I feel. But after I ate that, man, I had energy. I was able to get out to bed. I didn't want to push my luck, but I was able to get out to bed. I helped Jordan put a chair together, which turned into Jordan putting the chair together. Because I gave up real quick on that. The boys wanted to go to Target. I'm like, okay, I've been laying down for most of the day yesterday. I laid down quite a bit today. I do need to walk around a little bit. Can't lay down all day. So it's like, we'll go to Target. We'll walk around for a little bit. I'll push the cart so I don't have to rely fully on standing up. I'll just push the cart around. I did okay at Target, but my legs started to swell by the end of it. So I was like, okay, we got to go. Time for mom to go. Cut it off. We drove home, got here, started doing this with you. So I'd say that's a pretty productive day for today. I'm going to, when we get done here, I'm going to probably get in my bed, because it's gonna be about that time. And I'm going to, I don't know what, maybe play some games, maybe try to start season 2 of The Witcher because I'm real behind. I finished Avatar. All done.
The live action. Yeah, I got through. Yeah, when I said "dang" the last episode, I meant like, "Dang, you stopped right before the last episode, like you didn't
Yeah, I
watch the
did.
last episode."
No, I didn't because I was
I
like,
got
I
through
wonder where
episode
Amanda's
5.
at.
I
Yeah,
got through episode 5, so I have 6, 7, 8 left.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I stopped because it was like 8:45, and I knew Jordan was getting ready to come to bed, and we were gonna watch one of our shows. So I was like, I'll just stop and I'll just watch this tomorrow. Because I literally started it. I started it in like the early morning, like early to late, early afternoon, late morning, and I literally binged it all like in a row, like one right after the other. So like I was in a full binge moment. I'm probably gonna do the same thing with Witcher, but I have to do that where I'm like stuck in bed. Like it's a day where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be in bed for a while, so I'm just gonna focus on this, right? So I'll start that whenever I have a chance. And then I want to start Umbrella Academy because you have been watching that, and we watched one episode when we were in Chicago, and I thought it was kind of cool, but I've never watched it. So I think I'm gonna jump in and try to start that.
Yeah,
So
it is weird. And I don't remember if you said you watched Ted Lasso or not, but you should watch that too.
I watched like an episode or 2 with Jordan, and then I don't know why, but we just never watched it again.
It is
It's not that we
seriously
didn't like it, but
it is in the top 5 of my favorite shows. So
yeah, I heard it's like really kind of heartwarming, but also kind of funny at the same time.
It's really funny, but it's wholesome. Like it has its like, sad, growing moments, but it's just so wholesome at the same time.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what I get to. It's only 6 weeks, so we'll see. We'll keep everybody posted. If you guys want to hear like a play-by-play of this, I'm happy to share when I can. If you're not interested in that, I won't. But if you want me to do like a little vlog of like starting physical therapy and like going to my appointments and shit, like maybe I can do that. And maybe I can just keep that somewhere, and if people want to see it or hear about it, then we can put it up somewhere. Maybe we'll throw it on the Patreon. But that is, speaking of the Patreon, I do want to give that a plug because I am going to start downloading all of our episodes off of Spotify, and I'm going to start clipping out our Mad Libs and clipping out our AI stories and getting them put up on our Patreon so that when we're ready to launch that, we'll have some content there. So maybe I can save my EDS blogs for Patreon. Maybe.
Sounds good.
Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just trying to think of content, like what's worth someone spending some money on.
Like I said, I downloaded some of the audio from like episodes like 5, 6, 7. I think I downloaded the audio from, and I'm like, okay, now to put it to video game clips, and it's like I haven't gotten around to that.
Yeah.
I downloaded. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like it was one of those things. It's like I thought about it late at night, and I'm like, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do this. Then I downloaded it. Beyond that, no. It's like I have like hours and hours and hours of video game clips, and I have uploaded some to like our YouTube like privately, so to download if anyone wants to download them. But I just haven't had the energy to do that.
Yeah. You know what? That's okay. We can only do what we can do. We want to do what we can do. That's going to be my new motto. You only got what you got. I was told by my doctor, everything I do now has to be framed in like battery. Like this is your battery, right? And some nights you're going to go to sleep. You're going to put yourself on the charger, right? And you're going to wake up and your battery is going to be at 100% and you're going to be good to go.
Oh, gosh.
Like, but most of the time you're going to put yourself on the charger and you're going to wake up and you're only going to have 30%. And guess what? That's 30% for your whole fucking day. And if that's all the 30% you got and you can't do nothing else to add to that battery percentage that day, then I bet you better fucking budget. Guess you better budget, so that's what it is. So that's how I gotta roll today. So, yeah, if you guys want to hear more about this journey, I'm happy to share. But if not, that's also cool. I'm happy to not share because it's kind of fucking a lot right now. I haven't really had a nervous breakdown yet. I'm sure it's coming at some point. Maybe once I get more information from the physical therapist as to like just how bad all this is. Then we'll go from there. Or once I have my genetics appointment, I have paperwork here I have to fill out and return. So we shall see. But that's all I have. So, Amanda, any thoughts before I give the people their out before we start the fuckery?
No, I think I'm good. How are we doing on not your physical battery, but your computer battery?
Fuck. Let's see. 13%. Not too bad. We can do it. We can do it. We're almost there. Okay, folks. Well, since Amanda has nothing else to say, I say let's roll into Jeremy. If you're going to stick around, I'm going to be hitting that intro in just a second.
All the platforms,
Yep,
all the social
all the platforms. We are everywhere socials are platformed. We are at the NDC podcast. If you'd like to send us an email and tell us we suck, or maybe you also have EDS and you have things you'd like to share, maybe some tips and tricks, some things you know, some things I don't, because it'll be a lot right now. I'm happy to hear from you over at our email. Yeah, over at our email. You can send us an email at the NDC podcast at gmail.com. Yeah, do that. And then we have our Discord. As always, you can come hang out with us and Ray and Micah, the OG listener squad over on the Discord. Come hang out with us. We're cool. And we're exclusive, apparently, because nobody else wants to come over here. So it's fine. It's whatever. We're cool, and it's fine. Come talk to us on Discord. You can leave a meme over there, or also we have a meme shelf on our Facebook page. We are very rapidly approaching. This is episode 47, people. We are 3 weeks away from the neurodivergent meme review live. We're doing it live. It's happening live. If you want your meme featured on the very first ever neurodivergent meme review.
Rewind it. Bring it back.
Rewind. Bring it back. If you would like a meme featured on the very first ever installment of neurodivergent meme review, because I have to clap my hands when I say it for some reason, put it in the shelf. Our Facebook page. There's a pinned post. Go drop your meme over there. Okay? All you gotta do is comment with it. You don't even have to say anything about it. Just drop it. Drop it in the comments. We need memes. Please do not leave us with an empty meme shelf for our meme review. It will make us look like dumbasses.
We need the tchotchkes, and we don't want an empty tchotchke stuff, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Like, we can't do that one on our own. I need your help. Help with the memes. If y'all can do nothing else, I know you can help with memes. Go do it. Meme shelf, Facebook. That's all I have. All right, we're going to hit the Jeremy. If you're leaving us, goodbye. We love you. We'll see you next week. If not, here go Jeremy. And we're back. Now the fuckery can start.
Yes.
I need the fuckery in my life today. So, last week, because this time I didn't do it previously on, so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. Last week, we did a little. No, hold on. We got to do animals. Get out of your document and get back in.
Okay, we'll do it.
You're still last week's animals. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Do one more in and out on the ideas document. We've already had a tiger option. Okay. We haven't had that one yet. I don't know if we've had this one yet. Have we had axolotl yet?
Yeah, because isn't that like a lizard or something?
Yeah, it's like a little amphibious dude. How about one more in and out on the AI story?
The AI story?
Oh, we've had that too. It's a camel. Try one more time on the AI story.
Okay. I'll try it on both.
Aw, fucker. Why does it keep wanting you to be a leopard? I don't want you to be a leopard.
I don't know, man.
Leopard.
Just living my leopard life.
Okay, so what are you? Okay, we have a fox, anonymous fox. I don't think we've gotten what the fox say yet.
Fox is my favorite animal, so.
Okay, so fox it is. We won't even make you go back in and out on the other one if you don't want to.
Okay.
Okay, fox it is. Amanda's an anonymous fox today. We love it so much.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
Jaeger. She a fox. She foxy lady. This is why I miss my soundboard, because I want to do foxy lady. We're just going to get YouTube struck. It's fine. YouTube struck. Copyright struck. You know what I mean? God damn it.
It's basically YouTube doing it. So.
It's basically YouTube doing it. You're right. Okay, so previously on the Chronicles of Jeremy, we saw the gang reunited, right? We're reunited, and it feels so good. And then all of a sudden, this fluffy ass pink cloud come down, and this very cute poodle from New York jumps out, thinking very much so that it's a girl when you look at it. And then it talks, and it's definitely a New Yorker. And it's
apparently New Yorkers can't be girls. So
it's a dude. It's a dude from the Bronx who's real pissed that he had to get out of his cloud to come down and track Velvet down. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, he is a toy poodle named Percy and looks like a teddy bear, apparently.
Yeah. So he looks like a teddy bear. His name's Percy, but he talks like he's from the Bronx. Okay. So yeah, he looks like a prissy little dude, little girl, but he's actually a tough dude. Okay.
He was overcompensating.
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. So that's what the direction I chose to take that character in, because that one was all me, written by me. So he comes down to tell her to get her ass in the fucking cloud because she's fired. Essentially, he trumped her ass. She fired. She got to get in the cloud. Yeah, that's where we're at. Finnegan calls him a mad little. What did he call him? A mad little teddy bear.
He's a
mad little teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and that pissed him off. But here we are. We are going to get into episode 47, AI Story, where we are continuing what happened. The last sentence is, he tells her to get in the fucking cloud, right? Essentially, let's go. Say goodbye to your friends, get in the fucking cloud. So here we go. One yawn. You can hit the counter if you want to.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
13. And we're going to read. All right, here we go. Velvet began to walk to the cloud with her head hung. Jeremy grabbed her arm and said, Velvet, wait. What is he talking about? What assignment? You can't just leave. I just got you back. Velvet turned to him with a surprised but hopeful gaze. What are you talking about?
But a what?
Just like that. What?
What?
I mean, we just got you back. I don't have a choice. There's still so much I haven't told you. You just wouldn't understand, Velvet replied. Then make me understand. Stay with us and tell us everything, please. Jeremy pleaded with Velvet. Come on, kid, I ain't got all day, Percy shouted. If I stay, I'll just cause you all more harm. I have to go now, and don't follow me. Even if you make it to where I'm going, you won't make it back. And with that, Velvet turned and walked toward the cloud. As she boarded, the cloud closed and rose up above the mountain. It then vanished into thin air. Jeremy dropped to his knees. All he could do was stare into the distance. He had never been this numb before. He just watched the girl of his dreams literally vanish before his eyes, and he could do nothing to stop it. We have to find her, he said sternly. You heard her. She said not to follow her, very clearly and cryptically, Finnegan said. Out of all the shit you miss in a conversation, you remembered that, Binky replied. I don't care, Jeremy said with tears in his eyes. She's one of us now. We can't let her get carted away in some ridiculous cloud by a fluffy dog with a Napoleon complex. We need her. I need her, Jeremy said passionately. What is this, a Lifetime movie? You knew her for like 3 minutes, and now you want us to drop everything and go on an impossible mission to God knows where, facing God knows what dangers, with no map, no resources, and no clue where to even start? And for what? Sympathy yelled. I thought I was the dense one, Finnegan said in a snarky voice. Love, Binky said. He's in love. This is a joke, right? Where's the punchline? Come on, Finnegan, say something stupid so we can get this over with, Sympathy said. It's not a joke, Jeremy replied. I'm going to find her, with or without you. Now, who's coming with me? To be continued.
And that's what she wrote. That's what she wrote.
And that's what I wrote, bitch. I wrote the whole thing. So we had two sort of like back-to-back short ones, and that's fine because this is like those episodes in the story where they're just like moving the storylines along right before the next big,
filler.
like,
It's a filler
Yeah,
thing.
it's a filler. It's a filler. So I had to give you the romantic, like, she's being carted away, and Jeremy's like, fuck you, bring me my bitch back. So now he's got
And we've been shipping Jeremy and Velvet since the beginning, so.
That's true. So this is the actual, now he admits he's in love with her. She's gonna go, like, go away, and he's gonna go heroically find her and save her from her other life that she was living and give her a new one, and every old school fucking thing you can think of for a love story.
All the cliches.
We're gonna throw at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the cliches. We're gonna throw it at you. They already had a meet cute, the tumbling over each other meet cute. So now we're gonna have the textbook. She gets taken away because she has a life she has to go back to, and she won't tell him who she really is, but he loves her anyway, and she's this, this grifty old thing, but here it is anyway. He's gonna go after her, and it's gonna be some whole journey, and Sympathy's gonna be like, fuck you, I loved you first, and he's gonna be like, you're a goddamn horse, you'd kill me, and then on and on it goes. You know what I mean? Like the size difference alone is much different here, like
like Donkey and Dragon.
Yes, like Donkey and Dragon, except Finnegan don't want to be Dragon. So Finnegan don't love her like she love him. It's very sad, but she'll find out soon.
So what should the line be for making it this far?
He's in love.
He's in love.
He's in love.
Love.
Marriage.
Marriage. Marriage.
Marriage.
Where we come together today.
We are gathered together today. One of my favorite movies of all time. That is my favorite movie of all time. Point blank period. My favorite movie of all time. The Princess Bride. You keep saying that word, but I do not think you know what it means.
It does not mean what you think it means. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Inconceivable. Yes. It's my favorite movie ever of all time. Point blank period. That reminds me of that stupid annoying girl. That period. Period.
No me gusta.
Yeah, no me gusta. She's annoying as fuck. Ugh. Okay. That's it. We've definitely
devolved.
We've definitely devolved. It's 6:53. I have 8% battery left. So should probably call it a day. You guys already know what it is. Put He's in Love on the episode weekly post if you made it to the end. We're just curious to see who sticks around for this shit. So far it's just Ray, according to the comments. Ray, and we know Micah does, but according to the comments on the weekly post, it's just Ray. Yeah, there's that. But it's okay. Someday we're gonna put this. I'm gonna keep pushing it out into the universe. I'm gonna use this 6 weeks wisely. I'm gonna start reaching out to some folks. We're gonna start making some connections. We're gonna start getting some things done. We got something working in the works with the guys over at On the Spectrum again. We're trying to figure this out, how to make this little series we have cooking work out. We've got some stuff to do. We're gonna be hooking up and doing some things. Okay, not in like a not like a sexual way. Shush, it's fine. But anyway, I'm out. That's all I got.
Okay.
You good, Minder? That it?
Yes, I'm good. Yep.
Okay, we love you guys. I'm gonna hit the outro. Okay, bye.
Yep.